Nikki, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just looking through pictures for the Around the Town segment of the show today.
Well, why are you doing that? I thought we had already planned on having an educational peek at Seattle.
Well, actually, I was thinking we could jumble a bunch of flashy clips of Seattle. I think that'd be really
cool. They want me. Wearing glasses, giving them the facts. Now, I don't want to argue. It's already been decided, okay?
Veronica, let's just start the show.
Once upon a time, not long ago,
there were two cool sisters who started a show.
Their daddy always told them,
just be who you are.
Veronica was certain she could be a star.
Nikki feel.
So the Cooley sisters said,
let's work out a deal. They put their heads together,
and with friends on the crew,
they could showcase local talent, bring it home to you. Word.
I'm coming.
Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Veronica Cooley, and this is my sister. And this is my sister,
Nikki Cooley.
We're twins. No, we're not.
Wow.
We have a wonderful show for you today. One of my favorite directors, actors, comedians, Mr. Christopher Guest.
We also are going to showcase this great guy. He's a musical genius. His name is Doug Farrar, and he's a local talent, and we will be highlighting him. He's a guitarist on the show, and he's just a genius. He's an absolute musical genius.
Very, very good. We have a very informative, very educational Around the Town today. We're highlighting Seattle. Highlighting Seattle, very educational. And speaking of educational and informative, I think it's time for viewer mail. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good. Viewer mail.
Oh, let's pick this one. It's from Bellevue, Washington. From Maureen
Tilworth. Maureen
of Bellevue, Washington. Maureen writes, Dear Veronica and Nikki, I love your show. I heard that you were interviewing Christopher Guest today on your show, and I have a question for him. Could you ask this for me? It's very important. Who sang the vocals on Cups and Cakes? Was it David or Nigel or a collaboration of the two? I would love to know the answer of the question. I am a Christopher Guest fan, and I'd appreciate it if you'd ask this question for me.
That's a good question.
Is that a good question?
That's a great question. Thank you, Maureen Tilworth of where? Bellevue?
Bellevue,
Washington?
my favorite city. Yes, I think we will ask that question for you, Maureen. I think I should ask that question, don't you, Nikki?
Well, it's Maureen's question. You can't say it's from you.
Oh, I won't.
Okay.
Well, let's strike up the band and head out on the town. Are you ready? Nikki, quick show to do. I think we should go out here. Maybe the best place. Here. Here we are in Seattle. Well, we're always in Seattle, but we're at Gasworks Park. Very nice place to be. Seattle is beautifully over there. There's a wonderful skyline today. Seattle has a wonderful, beautiful skyline. Some very many interesting buildings make up its city.
Dun 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 dun.
Seattle takes great pride in its community by setting up various parks, recreational facilities, and lovely fountains like the one behind me. What are you smiling about?
Because I'm anxious to go interview Christopher Guest, I'm sure. Fun.
Okay, can I just sit here for a minute though?
Sure.
Welcome back to the show. We're here today with a very, very, very special guest, one of my favorite directors, writers, comedians, Mr. Christopher Guest.
Good evening.
Hi, Chris. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Chris has just finished directing a feature film called The Big Picture. And Chris, what, if anything, do you find most difficult about directing?
Well, it's easy. It's actually not easy.
And how would you compare that to maybe like you did the Spinal Tap thing? You were on the road to that, to promote that. You have done a lot of writing for Saturday Night Live. And
you know, people, you're treated like children, basically. They pick you up at your hotel and you sit in a motorhome and they bring you candy and toys. And then you work for a few hours a day and then they pay you. You go home, and when you're a director, you're basically, you're totally responsible for everything, and there's not 1 minute where you can act.
when you are coming up with a script or a screenplay or just writing for whatever, how do you come up with characters? Is that something that just happens and you let them go, or how do you decide? On Saturday Night Live especially.
Yeah, that's kind of a difficult thing to describe. It's kind of an organic thing that, with me, I see people. I guess it's an accumulation of people you see in your life, you know, that
You watch.
make clothing and makeup starts to happen. It's an odd thing, and I like to immerse myself in those people as much as I can.
And do you work a lot of, like, with collaborating with other people to work, like, two
To
characters?
write from the point of view of the characters. So when I'm writing, I play.
Where do you live?
Which is where they send people when they've been very bad.
Respect and admire most
In what field? In life?
in life.
Wow, that's a really easy question.
Yeah?
No, I mean, it's a difficult question. Wow. So many people.
Okay, in film, in this field, in filmmaking?
Well, a friend of mine, Rob Ross, 12 years. I like his work. His work a lot. You know.
You could write us and we'll put it on the show. Nikki? Okay.
It's perfect.
So just see.
Okay, and
with inserts of that
this is just a personal question from
you.
me.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything except for who does the vocals on Cups and Cakes? Is that Nigel or David, or is that a collaboration?
It's an interesting question, and a trumpet player playing the thing was fun.
Favorite character? Would you say Nigel was one of your favorites, or?
Oh yeah, I would have to say certainly one of my favorites. I invented him in 1978, and then it took a long time to get this movie together that we ultimately did. But yeah, I enjoy this guy. I have a little suitcase at home with a wig and all the original Nigel costume, the leather jacket. It's kind of a strange little museum at home.
And I guess we'll end the show today with the typical
And it's been
question.
a fabulous show.
Has it been a fabulous show? What, Christopher Guest, what would be the best advice that you could give to aspiring writers, screenwriters, filmmakers? I mean, do you have any specific thoughts that you
I
could
do.
give us?
When you're doing this show, become prepared for questions like this. Persist at it, because it's something that I mean, you can't,
yeah.
it doesn't hurt, and that is, that I can't help you with, and hopefully, and you do need luck.
And good luck with your new film.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.